Oh, honey, you better sit down for this one because what just went down is hotter than a summer sidewalk in LA. Ray J, yes, that Ray J, is out here spinning the wildest narrative ever. And baby, it involves Diddy, Kim Kardashian, and a shady little thing we call the RICO Act. And if you thought this was just another day in celebrity mess, oh, no. This one's cooked up straight from the devil's crockpot. So here's the tea. Ray J just popped out of nowhere like an unwanted ex in your DMs and basically said that Diddy is not guilty of anything. And instead, we should be pointing our perfectly manicured fingers straight at the Kardashians. Excuse me? Let's rewind for a second. Y'all know Ray J, right? The eternal man-child who somehow still looks like Brandy's baby brother no matter how old he gets. The same Ray J who had Whitney Houston out here looking like she was stuck in a whirlwind of chaos before her tragic end? Yeah, him. And don't even get us started on his on-again, off-again mess with Princess. One week they're divorcing, the next they're playing house. But trust and believe, when the cops show up every other weekend, it ain't because someone accidentally butt dialed 911. So when this man, the king of messy Mondays, gets on camera to tell the world that Diddy is the innocent one and the Kardashians should be the ones facing RICO charges, baby, this is not a drill. This is an actual operation. Ray J literally went on record saying Diddy ain't guilty and that everyone needs to stop dancing on Diddy's name. What? And then he dragged Kim K into it out of nowhere. Like, what does Kim Kardashian have to do with Diddy's legal hellscape? Well, buckle up because apparently it's all connected. You see, behind the scenes, Diddy has allegedly been begging for a pardon. Yep, the same man who once ruled the music industry with a velvet fist is now groveling for political favors. And guess who has the tightest connections to the Trump clan? Ding, 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 Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. Let's break that down. Kris Jenner, the puppet master of Calabasas, is apparently real close with Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. And Kim, she's practically Trump's unofficial prison reform Barbie. The Trumps adore her. So if Diddy needs a get out of jail free card, guess who he's banking on to cash in some favors? That's right, Kim and Kris. But here's where it gets diabolical. Allegedly, Diddy has some serious dirt on the Kardashian-Jenner empire. Like, I made you famous and I know where the bodies are buried type of dirt. And instead of directly threatening them, because duh, he's under surveillance and can't even breathe on Instagram without his lawyers breaking into a sweat, he's using Ray J as the mouthpiece. Yup. Ray J is out here playing Diddy's little ventriloquist dummy, saying things Diddy wishes he could say himself. Because what does Ray J do? He gets on camera and says the Kardashians have been destroying families for 20 years. Whew, he says they're the ones who deserve the RICO heat, not Diddy. Now pause. Let's talk about the irony of that. Ray J, you were literally part of the launch of Kim K's career with that infamous tape. You didn't just witness the rise of the Kardashian empire. You were the damn match that lit the fire. And remember when he tried to come out and expose that Kim and Kris planned the whole tape leak? Boy, you knew all of that while still messing with her. You let Kim keep you on a leash while she climbed her way to the top. You were fine being a co-conspirator when it meant some extra cash and clout. So Ray J, you don't get to cry victim now. No, sir. Let's not forget Ray J was still texting her asking for pics. Still up in her space even after she allegedly robbed your sister and your mama. He stayed silent for years because it benefited him. He wasn't a victim. He was part of the scheme. So now him getting on TMZ acting like some moral compass? Please. But we digress. The timing of all this is just way too perfect. Diddy's trial is heating up, RICO charges are looming, and suddenly Ray J's throwing shade at the Kardashians? Baby, this ain't a coincidence. This is strategy. Diddy can't say these things himself, so who better than his forever loyal chaos agent, Ray J, to stir the pot? He's not under indictment yet, not officially linked to the prosecution that we know of, and has just enough celebrity clout to make headlines without raising legal red flags. So Ray J going nuclear on Kim, it's not about settling old beefs, it's about sending a clear, very public message. Something like, hey Kim, remember who helped you? Remember who knows your secrets? Don't play stupid now, because if Diddy goes down, oh baby, he's not going alone. And look, Ray J may be all over the place, but he's not dumb. He knows how the game works. He's been playing his role for years. And Diddy? He's done playing nice. This little TMZ outburst, it wasn't just messy commentary, it was a warning. And the real kicker? If Kim starts randomly posting about prison reform again next week, you'll know why. She's trying to cash in that political favor before Diddy flips the entire Kardashian house upside down. We're not even halfway through this insanity. Next part coming with even more tea on Kanye's wild accusations, Diddy's silent threats, and the insane plan to blow up Hollywood's most famous family. Now let's pick up right where we left off, because if you thought Ray J's little TMZ moment was just random shade, honey, it's giving coded threat wrapped in a designer hoodie. Let's look deeper into Ray J's so-called defense of Diddy. Because this man didn't just hop on TMZ and say, "Leave my boy alone." No, he basically grabbed a megaphone and yelled, "Why are y'all coming for Diddy when the Kardashians should be on trial?" Let's call it what it really is, an intimidation tactic, a desperate flex, a warning in broad daylight. Ray J, a man who's practically built like a roach when it comes to surviving celebrity scandals, is now conveniently riding for Diddy. Really, baby, this ain't loyalty, this is insurance. He's covering his behind, and Diddy's too, because if Diddy goes down, so might Ray J. And don't think for one second Diddy didn't plant that narrative. Ray J is his chaos agent, his little mouthpiece who's not technically connected to the case, so he can say what Diddy legally can't. He's doing all the dirty work. And the timing? Absolutely surgical. Because what better way to light a fire under Kim Kardashian than to publicly remind her of all the dirt Diddy allegedly has on her and Kris? Ray J isn't doing this out of the goodness of his heart. He's doing it because he has to. Behind the scenes, whispers are getting louder that Ray J might be on Diddy's witness list. Yes, you heard that right. People believe Ray J could testify in defense of Diddy when that courtroom drama really explodes. And let's be real, he'd do it. He's been entangled in so many scandalous webs that one more thread won't even faze him. He'd walk in, smile for the cameras, lie on the stand, walk out, and drop a new single 2 hours later. And the community? They'd still take him back. That's the Ray J effect. But back to the Kardashians, Ray J didn't just throw one jab. He said they've been destroying families for 20 years. 20 years. And people need to stop dancing on Diddy's name. Now, that second part, oh baby, that was personal. That was aimed squarely at Kim and Kris, because let's not forget, Kim and Kris have benefited from Diddy's silence. Rumor has it they owe him a mountain of favors. And now, Diddy's making it known, if y'all don't come through for me, the favors are over. The silence is broken. The secrets are coming out. Let's pause for a second and address the biggest elephant in the glam room. That infamous tape. Yes, the one that changed Kim Kardashian's life overnight. The one Ray J keeps pretending he had no part in, even though everyone and their mama knows it was a setup. Ray J loves to claim victim. He says Kris and Kim used him, manipulated him, threw him under the bus, but boo, you were driving that bus? You were the executive producer of your own downfall. You went along with the plan, rode the wave, cashed the checks, and only started crying foul when they left you behind in the fame game. You stayed silent while Kris Jenner built an empire on your mess, and you were still sliding into Kim's texts years later. Though please, save the victim act for your next reality TV reboot. You weren't betrayed, you were in on it. And now you're being used again, this time by Diddy, and the way Ray J's playing into it? Flawless. Because Diddy can't post a cryptic caption without federal agents breathing down his neck. He can't even throw shade in a story. But Ray J? Ray J's a free agent. He can call out the Kardashians, stir up the press, cause chaos, all without putting Diddy in direct line of fire. And what did Ray J just do? Exactly that. He threw gasoline on a very flammable situation and then dipped like nothing happened. Let's get into the psychology here. This isn't about Diddy's innocence. It's about power, about leverage. Diddy is backed into a corner, and if he goes down, he's taking everybody with him. Clive Davis, Jimmy Iovine, their names have been whispered, but you know whose name is being shouted? Kim Kardashian, because she's got something the others don't. Political pull, and that's what Diddy needs right now. A pardon. You think he forgot Kim sat down with Trump in the Oval Office and got Alice Marie Johnson released from prison? You think he forgot how Kim can get her calls answered at the White House when nobody else can? Kim might not be a real lawyer, but baby, she's got real power, and Diddy knows it. So what does he do? He unleashes Ray J to remind her, you owe me, and if I fall, your whole empire is coming with me. This is chess, not checkers. Let's not ignore the fact that Kanye West, yes, Yeezy himself, has also dropped some bombs about Kim and Kris. Remember when he said Kim and her family were involved in trafficking? Let's not forget Kanye's eerie warning, y'all don't even know what Kim's been doing behind closed doors. You don't know who's pulling the strings. He wasn't just venting, he was exposing. And that brings us back to Diddy, because allegedly Diddy's about to blow the lid off everything. People thought he was gonna drag Jimmy Iovine, people thought Clive Davis was about to get torched, but no. That's not where he's starting. He's going for the Kardashians first. Why? Because they're vulnerable, because they're accessible, because they owe him. If you believe the whispers, Diddy helped protect Kim and Kris when that tape dropped, helped them control the narrative, allegedly helped them shut people up, and now he wants that loyalty paid back in full. No ma'am. It's a lose-lose for Kim, and that's exactly how Diddy wants it. Let's recap the chessboard, shall we? Diddy, cornered, desperate, ready to detonate. Ray J, loyal chaos soldier, sending out the smoke signals. Kim Kardashian, silent, calculating, stuck between political power and media annihilation. Kris Jenner, pulling strings behind the scenes, praying her empire doesn't collapse. And Kanye, somewhere out there grinning like the cat who already knew the house was burning. The truth is, this mess isn't just about Diddy. It's about Hollywood. It's about how fame, money, secrets, and favors have created an ecosystem where people like Diddy, Ray J, Kim, and Kris all rely on each other's silence just to survive. But now, the silence is cracking. Diddy has made it very clear, if I go down, I'm lighting the fuse, and Ray J just lit the match. So if you start seeing sudden PR pivots, Kim hosting prison events again, Kris crying on TV, Ray J rebranding as some truth teller, just know it's all part of the cover-up, the cleanup, the panic. Because the Kardashians aren't just fighting rumors now, they're fighting a full-blown war. And Diddy? He's not backing down. He's not begging anymore. He's threatening. So Kim, sweetheart, go ahead and dust off that faux law degree, make the calls, pull the strings, save who you can. Because if Diddy spills what he knows, the glam room secrets become courtroom evidence. And honey, the real reality show begins.